But then
it gets
it got
worse.
weird.
If you can imagine, it got worse.
Guys, what just happened?
Oh no, this video is being made 10 minutes after what went down, and my heart's still racing about it.
I'm just like, why would you ever?
Oh my god. So let me set the scene here. Andy's doing videos on videos outside. I'm crazy cased up right now. Everybody's off, so I'm working like 3 jobs at the same time. He comes in, he's like, hey, you want to DoorDash tonight? Which is something that we don't hardly ever do. We just treat ourselves ever so often. I was like, yeah, DoorDash sounds nice. He's like, hey, Wendy's sounds good. They have 3 new Frosties there that we can do a video on tonight. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, even better. Friday, treat day, Frosty
do a video,
day, Frosty
get
Friday.
Frosties.
It sounds great. Like, this is such a great idea.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. So I put in the order. It's under my name. Put in the order. Everything's going to plan. He picks up the order. My driver's name is, do I say the driver's name?
No.
Okay. Mr. Man picks up the order.
Yeah.
So I'm watching him as he's coming, and he's getting here. We're great.
Our driveway is hard to find. I see him like pull past, back up, pull past, back up a couple times.
I have instructions on the app, and it's very detailed about how to find us, what you're going to see when you come down the driveway, these color cars. Yeah. And in bold letters, it says, please put the food on the side porch. Because, I don't know if you can tell, this is actually our front door, which is my corner office is, because we don't ever use the front door.
Ever.
We have a porch there. We don't use it. It's just there for show. This is my office. That's the front door. I have 6 monitors in front of this said door. Mm-hmm. You can't come in and out it. So in the beginning of DoorDash, people were putting it on the front porch, and I'm like, oh, come on. So in the thing it says, please put on side door. Do not put on front door.
And
haven't had trouble since.
Social anxiety.
Plus social anxiety. It's a
leave
drop
at door,
off and leave.
Don't talk to me. No problems. Just get out of here.
Don't talk to me. So I see him come down the driveway. I see the headlights. He's there for a while, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. And then I hear the telltale signs of clunk, clunk, clunk. He's coming up our front porch. And this has only happened like a few times since I put in the instructions, and most of the time it's people who don't read the instructions. Is it a killer? No, I'll just go outside and go around the house and get it. Yeah, that's not a problem. Not a problem. It's inconvenient for me. I don't care.
Where it got weird was whenever he started yelling
my name,
Holly, and he has his cell phone light on. It's dark at the time because it was so late that.
And he's shining it in
and he's looking in our windows.
And my 2-year-old is up over top of the couch going, flashlight, flashlight. And Randy's going, oh, there's someone on the front porch, and I'm like, we're just throwing stuff at my
kids are freaking out.
Andy, he's on the front porch yelling my name. Hey, Holly, and I'm yelling through the door, not here.
Go to the other
door. He's still doing this. So Andy takes off across the house.
So I go out the side door where it clearly states to go. And I say, hey, it's over here. And he goes, oh, Holly. He was Hispanic male. Very limited English. We had an obvious barrier of communication, so I just don't think he could read her instructions.
Maybe? I'm not sure, but I feel like it should translate.
I'm
not sure.
But he hands me the food, and he says something that's like a mix between English and Spanish. It's like I could barely understand him. Normally, I'm pretty good about understanding people's accents. I've worked with a lot of people who have heavy accents. I can pretty much understand most people, but he said something, I just didn't understand him. So I was like, sorry? And he goes, sorry? And we just stared at each other awkwardly. And I was like, do we have drinks? And, drinks, and made the and he just kind of looked at me kind of funny, and he's like, oh, yeah. And then runs to the car. I hear a crash of a drink and liquid going everywhere. And I'm like, oh no, that sucks. So I look, and he comes over. He's got drink down the front of his shirt. holding the thing. He's like,
felt bad
problem,
for the guy.
problem is all he could say. And I was like,
No
oh, no,
good
it's
day.
no problem. No, it's fine. Just, you know.
It happens.
It happens, man. I
We
get
DoorDash.
it. Yeah.
It's not, and I'll say that it'll happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I get it, because we DoorDash as well, so I'm not upset. I'm upset.
It's like, hey, no problem. We got drinks. We're good.
I'm upset more with the flashlight.
Yeah.
And
that was the problem.
that was my
looking
problem.
in our window. And then he's
dropping
like...
the food. It happens.
And he just doesn't know what to do because he doesn't speak English. He doesn't know if I'm okay. He doesn't... And I'm just like, hey, it's good. You're okay, man. Just go ahead and go. No problem. We have drinks. I kept saying that over and over again. He just kind of stood there while I was holding these, and I was like, okay, see you later. And I walk inside.
Yeah.
And
while I really wanted my Coke, it happens, man.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. It fell. I more had the issue of you in my window with a flashlight yelling my name. I didn't care for that. So that was a no.
That was a really big, great way to start off.
No.
Right.
If you would have dropped it, messaged me through the app as it is supposed to be, fine. Knocked on the back door. Oh, or even knocked on the front door. I would have sent him out.
Yeah.
Totally
no
fine.
knocking on doors, just
Don't.
looking in the windows.
With a flashlight, don't do that.
But then
it
got
worse.
weird.
If you can imagine, it got worse.
So
we ate supper. Kids are in bed. He's in there. He's resting.
I'm about to get up to go edit the vlog.
Yeah.
Because I was watching the end of the NFL draft in our bedroom.
And I'm listening to Stray Kids very loudly in my headphones while I'm working.
We
and all of a
wind
sudden
down.
I hear, woof.
Yeah.
That is my dog. Woof.
Yep.
And she only barks if someone's coming down the driveway. I said, what is that? Now look out the window and there's headlights. It is 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours after
the incident.
this happened.
10:30 at night. And there's headlights. So I go, because I gave him a bad review because you don't look in people's window.
Yeah. So she gave him a 1 star for the window looking in.
Don't do that.
So
I go screaming and he is resting. He's almost kind of dissociating in there. And I go, he's in the driveway. And he goes, get the gun.
Yeah. I was like, get the gun. Because maybe he knows you gave him a bad review and he's coming back for revenge.
So he goes tearing out the door, and we actually have it on camera.
Question.
You got to insert it on camera. You go out the door, you be like,
okay, I'm gonna put the video clip right here of me realizing what the frick is happening. He gets out of his car. He's walking towards the door. He literally has this in his hands. It's a drink from the gas station.
and it's very thoughtful.
So thoughtful.
Because this is a full thing of Coke.
Yeah,
This is a
no
full
ice.
thing of ice.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
But so awkward.
It's 2 hours after,
And
my dude.
I was totally fine. I was fine.
10:30 at night.
I'm fine with you spilling the drink. That was not our problem. It was the looking in my windows and
Yelling my name. And then you show up 2 hours after the incident. And yes, I get it. We live kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't take 2 hours to get to this gas station.
Yeah. So I think he went back and worked and then just felt bad about it. And then decided to get us a drink to make up for it. Because, literally 2 hours
But
ago.
it's 10:30 at night. Most people, we're night owls. We're night owls.
He's so
we're
lucky
always
that
up.
I wanted to diffuse the situation instead of getting the gun myself.
2 hours later, I get your heart's in it. I don't like that.
It's just so... And to me,
You
it's
still have my address.
Yeah, the fact that, she freaked out about that, but I'm I would remember where the house
I don't.
was.
Because we work DoorDash, I know that as soon as you deliver the thing, the address is gone.
Yeah.
And we use the GPS in the DoorDash app, so you can't go back and be like, oh, recently viewed. How do you still have my address?
I think he just remembered where we lived. Because,
I hate that even worse. I hate that even worse. I hate that even worse. Even the guy that we accidentally honked at, I don't think I could get back to his house. So we were DoorDashing one night.
Yeah.
We were DoorDashing one night, And I go set this person's food up on their car. And as I'm walking back, I noticed when I opened up my car, as you do, you collect napkins in your car door. He gets nosebleeds. You never know when you need a napkin. Well, they had a gust of the wind.
And she left the door open. So
napkins everywhere. So I go running through the yard. It looks like I've toilet papered this guy's house. So I'm running through. I grab as many napkins as I can. I see him peeking through the door. She hears
the door open.
And I see him and hear the door open. And I go sprinting back to the car, dive in.
And she starts yelling, go, go, go.
Well, he panics and tries to pull out. Well, when he did, his hand hit the horn.
It was a circle drive, so I was trying to make the curve to go around the drop and just slipped off and honked at the guy. He almost drops his drink. He's like, what the frick is happening?
And I'm in the middle of as he's coming out, because if you have eye contact with people when you're delivering, you do the smiley wave. Well, he honked at the same time I did the smiley wave, so it's like, and I'm like,
it's so awkward. And he's just looking at us like, what? And
then he's watching the little tumbleweeds of napkins go flying across his yard.
Yeah. But we didn't come back later.
With
more napkins.
To say sorry. 2 hours later, that stuff will get you shot.
I really, that's so dangerous.
That stuff will get you shot.
And
I'm sorry, but it will. That's very dangerous to do. If you DoorDash, don't do that.
It was so weird, man. But so nice. He's a sweetheart, but he doesn't
don't do that.
He was a really nice man.
I'm not drinking the drinks.
Problem. It's just awkward.
I don't know. My heart's racing from it because this is now a person who has my address now and knows where I live, and he knows my name.
I don't think that's a big deal. I just don't want nobody showing up at my house whenever they're not invited. Yeah. I live out in the middle of nowhere for a reason.
Yeah. We don't live in town anymore. Like, if this was in town, whatever. Like, we've called the cops on people just randomly showing up at our house drunk. One of them passed out on my car one night. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Had to call the cops. But we live in the middle of nowhere. You're not supposed to know where we live. And honestly, you would have to know where we are to find us, and he knows where we are to find us.
Yeah.
Bearing gifts.
I mean, he's so nice.
2 hours later, but
read the room, my guy. I wasn't mad. I didn't do anything to make you think I was mad. I was like, oh, that sucks, dude. I understand.
I think he just felt bad, but don't do that. I could have handled this with DoorDash.
Yeah.
I did handle this
and
with DoorDash.
DoorDash gave us our money back for the drink.
Everything was fine.
And the missing Frosty.
Yeah, we were missing we were going to have a Frosty video tonight and couldn't do it because there was 3 new Frosties.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing one. It happens. The kids got ice cream tonight instead of a video.
But yeah, he's just, I don't know, man. Are we overreacting?
Am I overreacting that you show up 2 hours later bearing gifts?
So. I mean, I just thought that was so strange. Especially, if it was 10 minutes later.
Fine.
You felt bad, you went and got a drink from the closest gas station
And this gas station is literally 10 minutes away, so 20, 30 minutes later he showed up with this. Yeah. Okay.
If I was going to do this and I was going to get some...
Yeah, what would you do if you had dumped so much drink?
If I was going to buy it, I probably wouldn't even do anything. Just be like, hey, contact DoorDash. And I would contact DoorDash myself and let them know that this happened. But if I was going to buy a drink, which I wouldn't...
Because you don't...
It would be a 20 ounce that had a lid, so I knew that it was sealed. Safe.
Because people put the
I have
things
no idea
because
this is just out of his pocket, open. He poured these.
There's no tape to tell me that you didn't mess with this.
Yeah.
Not that I feel like he's going to lace it with anything. Yeah. I don't feel danger from him. But
unless he saw that she gave him a 1-star review, and this is the death.
But
I don't know.
It takes a while for the 1-star reviews to come up because even I've screwed up and I've gotten a 1-star review before, but it happens it takes a couple days to show up, and it never says you did this and it was this person that gave you a 1-star review. It never says that ever. It just says 1-star review. That's it.
He did have a new T-shirt on.
Maybe he went home and changed.
I don't know.
2 hours though. And
it's just so like
it's in the middle of the night. If this was a lunch situation, this happened at noon, you showed up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you said Coke.
Yeah.
I'd been like, hey, you're just trying to make it right. Not 10:30 at night.
Yeah, and like here's the thing, like
night.
it's been long enough where I didn't know who was at my house. Like it didn't cross my mind that it would be the DoorDash guy.
He even made a joke.
I did make a joke.
Because she's like, he said, "Are you gonna rate him?" I was like, "Yeah," because he didn't follow the instructions and he scared my kids.
Yeah.
With the thing, he needs to know that you're not supposed to do that. And I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm gonna give a rating if it deserves a rating. And he says, "Well, he's gonna show back up to the house."
So I got a problem, guys. If I speak something out loud, it normally happens. Like it's super strange, but like I have like this thing where I just like I will say something, and it'll end up happening. Don't know how, don't know why, but if I say something over and over again, if I say it more than once, if I speak it out loud,
sometimes the universe just says, "Ha, here's your Coke at 10:30 at night."
And normally it's a joke like that. Like, oh, he's going to show back up at the house. Or, oh, this is going to happen. Or, oh, what if this happens? And then those things happen. And I'm like, how ironic.
But now I really want the Coke.
Yeah.
But I don't trust it.
I mean, I feel like he wouldn't have done anything to it. But, like, just the fact that it's not sanctioned by DoorDash. And like
you can obviously tell he did this out of his own pocket, and that makes me feel so.
I know. I feel bad.
We
did tip really good. We tip really good.
We tip really well.
We live about 8
DoorDash,
miles from home.
We understand, so we tip.
Yeah.
Well,
we live about 8 miles from the place, and we don't take anything less than $1
a mile.
So I'll be honest, we tip $14 for 8 miles, which I feel like is a pretty good tip for DoorDash. We normally don't see those things. No. And then you get DoorDash on top of it, so we try to go above and beyond because we do the things.
We do it. We understand. We get it.
Like, that's a part of our debt series on the Journey to $1 Million.
We're going to DoorDash tomorrow. Yeah, but I ain't going to show up at somebody's house if I dump their drink in the driveways.
We're gonna mess so much up tomorrow now.
And we're going to come back out on this thing and be like, hey, guess what? That guy dumped a drink on himself. Now I've dumped a drink on myself.
Yeah, I mean, I get where he's coming from, but the problem is we didn't understand each other. There's a language barrier. There's so much that should have just been like left alone. Just be like, that sucks. I'm gonna go home.
And don't look in people's windows.
Yeah,
that's just. I feel like that's common sense.
But I mean,
that transcends language barriers. You don't shine a flashlight in people's. I would have been fine with him knocking on the door, trying to get my attention. I would have sent him out. He would have talked to him, spilled the drink all over himself.
And everything would have been good.
Everything would have been fine. I would not have given him a bad review. The bad review came from you being weird and shining your flashlight in on my children in the living room.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. Like, the reason he had his flashlight was because we turned that light off.
Because I don't want people on the front porch.
And we leave this light on.
Light's on.
So it's like it's like a beacon of like, hey, come to the light.
And if you do DoorDash, you know that the pictures that it tells you this is a recently successful delivery. It shows that place, shows that door right over there. That's the only light that's on the outside. Yeah. It clearly states it. So even if he couldn't have read my instructions, it's in the picture of exactly where you're supposed to put it.
And I'm gonna go to the light because I don't like walking in the dark, especially in the middle of the country. Like, you don't know what I got in my yard. I mean.
Could be a snake. We have a snake.
I mean, I feel bad, but then again, I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird DoorDash, guys. The weirdest DoorDash I've ever had in my life.
And when he got done, he sit there and he's holding the thing like this, and he says, well, I think we've got a blog topic for tonight. Yeah,
I literally had no idea what to talk about today. We had our 100th video yesterday. Super excited about that. And I was like, we need something to talk about.
Here it is. Because I would have let it go. We maybe would have skirted over like, oh man, we were going to do a Frosty video tonight and it got ruined. No. Now we have Mr. Man showing up at the door 2 hours later with Coke.
And now I'm like...
Now I'm afraid to work. Because the window is right there.
Yeah. And normally we have our windows... Like, we have our windows open normally.
So I can see.
So we can just see and have like...
Natural
honestly...
light.
I want to see the deer in my yard. I have tons of deer.
We live in the middle of nowhere.
I like to see outside my windows, but now I drop my blinds because I'm afraid of Mr. Man coming back and looking at my windows.
With a flashlight. Holly? And he knows my name. He doesn't even know your name. He thinks you're Holly.
He does think I'm Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly.
I literally took the drinks and was like, okay, thank you. I think.
You turn back towards the camera and you go.
Literally?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the footage
I
yet.
pulled up the footage because I'm like, what in the freaking heck?
And did it record?
What the dang heck? Yeah.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Because a person, and I'm running through the house trying to get.
I told her to grab the gun just in case.
I don't think you can say gun. Can you say gun on YouTube?
I told her to
grab
get
the
the pew-pew.
the special defense weapon. If you know what I mean.
Because I didn't know who it was. Because literally it was 2 hours ago that this even happened. It slipped my mind that there would even be a reason for him to come back. If he came back immediately, I'd be like, oh, dude, he just went to the gas station and bought this drink. But 2 hours? That's like
2 hours later. That's suspicious.
I know. I don't know how I feel about this. I want to be like, dude is just being so nice, but then I'm getting like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever had to happen in my life.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm just staring at this Coke.
Yeah. Let us know. Would you drink the Coke?
Would you drink the Coke? If he showed up 2 hours later.
I mean, it's so nice. He tried so hard.
He tried so hard to fix this situation.
So
but why
weird,
2 hours later?
Man. Oh, gosh.
This is a Sonic carrier. Well,
Is it a... How do you know?
It says Sonic right there.
Well, I will be.
I'm trying to see like you put a note or something. Like, you're going to die.
Gotcha.
No. No, I mean, it's a Sonic drink carrier.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think about this situation. Are we overreacting, or is that just weird?
Or was he just being... I don't know.
I don't know what it was, man.
Would you drink the Coke?
Yeah, let us know. Guys, sorry for this vlog being weird, but, like, that's the weirdest experience I've ever had. And I want to remember this moment.
I want to reference this. Like, you remember that time that the guy showed up with a Coke 2 hours later? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my Cokes.
I'm gonna go edit this vlog and go to bed.
I'm gonna go back to work.